Hamilton doubles down as Ferrari is having an internal meltdown. Mercedes makes a shocking decision as they defend McLaren, and Carlos reveals team order drama. Let's get into the latest F1 news. Lewis Hamilton recently found himself in the spotlight during the Miami Grand Prix, not just for his racing, but for the fiery radio exchanges with his team. While some speculated that his comments might indicate a personal rift with his race engineer, Riccardo Adami, Hamilton clarified his intentions were purely about team decision-making rather than personal tensions. This season has seen Hamilton frequently express his frustrations over team tactics, especially when he's felt faster than his teammate Charles Leclerc. In Miami, as he struggled to overtake Leclerc, Hamilton's patience wore thin, leading to a series of sarcastic remarks over the radio. During one exchange, he jokingly told Adami to take a tea break, a quip that caught the attention of fans and pundits alike. Hamilton's radio exchanges revealed the mounting pressures of racing. He questioned why position swaps between him and Leclerc were taking so long, and even noted a past scenario in China, where he had been the one to make the call for a swap. His banter, while seemingly lighthearted, underscored the intensity of the situation. He felt he could perform better if given the chance to lead. Following the race, Hamilton addressed his radio messages in the paddock. He acknowledged that while his comments might come off as feisty, they were rooted in the urgency of the moment. He emphasized that he wasn't angry, but rather frustrated, urging his team to make quicker decisions. "It was like, come on, make the decision," he stated, highlighting the need for prompt communication to maintain pace during such high-stakes racing. Moreover, Hamilton clarified that his tone with Adami differed significantly from his longtime engineer, Bono. He expressed a desire for clear and swift communication to ensure effective teamwork on the track. Hamilton reflected on his experiences with Bono and pointed out that he had occasionally used similar jabs in the heat of the moment, reiterating the importance of team dynamics in Formula One. In the wake of the race, Hamilton's spirited comments drew various reactions from fans and analysts. Many recognized the high-pressure environment drivers face, where split-second decisions can affect race outcomes. His candidness about the situation showcased not just his competitive nature, but also his commitment to team success. Ultimately, the Miami Grand Prix served as a vivid reminder of the intricate dance of teamwork and communication in motorsport. Hamilton's straightforward feedback to his team might just push them towards sharper, more proactive strategies in the future. Stay tuned as we explore more on the Miami Grand Prix and what lies ahead for Hamilton and his team in the coming races. Lewis Hamilton, the seven-time world champion, has made a bold statement about his recent radio communications during races. He firmly believes that his enthusiastic exchanges reflect his relentless desire to win, insisting he won't apologize for them. He humorously remarked, "I mean, it was all PG at least, right? For sure. I don't know what you're going to write. I honestly don't feel I was disrespectful." Hamilton expresses his fighting spirit. "I want to win. I've still got my fire in my belly." He's confident that as soon as they address some car issues, they'll be back in contention with top teams like Mercedes and Red Bull. Looking ahead, Hamilton is optimistic. "We'll try something different in the next race. I look forward to a time when maybe I can fight for a podium. That would be nice," he stated. After the Miami Grand Prix, Ferrari team principal Fred Vasseur caught up with Hamilton, who put him at ease, indicating there was no need to be sensitive about his radio remarks, which were often sarcastic. Hamilton stressed the pressures drivers face during races and the high-stakes environment they operate in. "People say way worse things than I say," he noted, reinforcing that his comments were often more about frustration than disrespect. In the end, Hamilton finished 8th in Miami, earning 10 points and holding on to 7th place in the driver's standings. With a gap to close on Oscar Piastri, the fight continues. Stay tuned for more updates on Hamilton's journey and the next thrilling chapter in Formula One. Lando Norris is making headlines for his intense battle with Max Verstappen during the Miami Grand Prix. The McLaren driver had some strong words for the Red Bull star, suggesting that Verstappen's approach could be deemed not very smart. Norris believes that they could have easily finished in a 1-2 position if Verstappen had been a bit more strategic in his racing. The tension began right from the start. As the lights went out, Norris attempted to overtake Verstappen, who had secured pole position. But instead of a clean pass, things got a little messy. Norris accused Verstappen of pushing him off the track, resulting in a drop to 6th place after a difficult off at turn 2. The stewards didn't see it the same way, deciding no further action was necessary, which frustrated Norris but maintained the status quo on the track. Throughout the race, the competition was fierce. After Oscar Piastri made an impressive move to take the lead, Norris saw another opportunity to battle with Verstappen. However, Verstappen was ready for Norris this time, fending off his attempts to slip past. It wasn't until later in the race that Norris managed to reclaim some ground. He edged ahead of Verstappen at turn 11, but not before briefly crossing off the track. Sportsmanship shone through as Norris yielded the position back to Verstappen for a fair racing spirit. Despite the explosion of excitement, Norris ultimately finished in 2nd place, a full 9 seconds behind Piastri, while Verstappen crossed the line in 4th after also getting overtaken by George Russell. Norris reflected on the race, suggesting that the outcome could have been different had Verstappen used a more tactical approach. In the post-race press conference, he reiterated his thoughts, stating, "It was fine." Norris acknowledged Verstappen's aggressive style, but emphasized that it ultimately falls on the Dutch driver to navigate the race smartly. That may indeed be a lesson learned for both drivers as they look ahead in the competitive F1 landscape. Tensions ran high in Miami as Lando Norris made headlines for his intense battle with Max Verstappen. Norris, reflecting on the race, suggested that Verstappen's tactics sometimes jeopardized not just his own performance, but that of others too. He noted, "He's not racing very smart. We probably could have finished 1-2 today." However, when pressed about whether he should have played it safer on the opening lap, Norris added that competing against Verstappen requires a risk. "If I don't go for it, people complain. If I go for it, people complain. So you can't win," he remarked, underlining the tough balance drivers must strike. Despite the challenges, Norris expressed his satisfaction with securing 2nd place. He acknowledged that racing Verstappen often feels like a gamble. It's crash or don't pass. Although he paid the price for a miscalculated move, he was pleased with his team's performance, highlighting McLaren's impressive showing in the constructors' standings. But the drama didn't stop there. Notably, George Russell made headlines for unintentionally injuring Norris during an incident, which added to the day's excitement. As for Verstappen, he faced inquiries about his aggressive racing style, responding with characteristic sharpness. Why? Is that a problem? As the season progresses, the rivalry continues to heat up, with McLaren now leading the charge in the constructors' standings, leaving others scrambling to keep up. Mercedes team principal Toto Wolff has made headlines with his firm position on the current situation. He firmly believes McLaren's approach is entirely legal and emphasizes that pointing fingers and labeling others as cheaters isn't the right strategy, especially when you're simply witnessing someone else excel. Isn't it refreshing to see such sportsmanship? Throughout the years, Red Bull has often targeted Mercedes with criticism and allegations, but now it seems the spotlight has shifted to McLaren. They are facing accusations stemming from their impressive performance and innovative strategies that have caught Red Bull's attention. The heart of this controversy lies in McLaren's remarkable tire management skills, particularly highlighted during the Singapore Grand Prix. Reports surfaced suggesting that Red Bull suspects McLaren of using a small amount of water on their tires for cooling purposes. It all began when moisture was noticed inside McLaren's wheel rims after the race, raising eyebrows. However, Pirelli, the official tire supplier of Formula One, found nothing abnormal during their investigations. Even with these findings, Red Bull's suspicions haven't waned. They've gone so far as to employ thermal imaging cameras to monitor the temperature in the tire cooling ducts of McLaren's MCL39 during pit stops. It's clear that the competitive fire is burning bright in the paddock. Moving over to the Miami Grand Prix, McLaren had a standout performance, not just with their car, but also through their driver, Oscar Piastri. McLaren CEO Zak Brown took a bold stance, suggesting that if Red Bull truly has concerns about McLaren's legitimacy, they should formally protest. In the midst of this heat, Wolff has stepped in to support McLaren. He expressed his confidence in the integrity of their team, remarking on the quality and dedication of people like Zak Brown and Andrea Stella. He emphasized that there are no gray areas in this scenario. McLaren has truly optimized their car within the legal limits. Wolff further explained that McLaren's impressive development is reflected in their superior tire management, which he considers legitimate. He also stressed the importance of accepting when another team is outperforming you rather than jumping to accusations of cheating. It's a call for all teams to improve rather than dwell on others' successes. In the competitive world of F1, it's essential to acknowledge growth and innovation rather than to retaliate with unfounded claims. Wolff's words remind us that healthy competition drives the sport forward and that teams must strive for improvement instead of playing the blame game. So, what does this mean for the future of the McLaren versus Red Bull tire saga? Will Red Bull adjust their strategies, or will they continue to scrutinize McLaren's every move? Whatever happens next, you can be sure we'll be here to cover it all. Stay tuned for more updates, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights into the thrilling world of Formula One. See you next time. Mercedes is currently grappling with a significant challenge regarding tire performance. Team principal Toto Wolff has acknowledged that their W16 simply isn't performing well on extended runs. He pointed out that competitors like McLaren and Red Bull, particularly with Max Verstappen at the helm, are showcasing superior tire management. Wolff emphasized, "We're solid in what we're doing, but they are definitely doing an excellent job by being able to go fast around the corners without overheating them." This is the standard Mercedes aspires to achieve as they work on engineering improvements. After McLaren's impressive 1-2 finish in the Miami Grand Prix, Wolff reflected on their continued success, admitting the foundations for McLaren's advantage were built last year. He observed, "If you put a lot of emphasis on how you develop it mechanically, then you will have an advantage." Over the past 2 years, much focus has shifted towards nurturing tire performance. With a commitment to changes and experimentation, Wolff reassured fans that Mercedes is diving deep into understanding their shortcomings. As he put it, "We need to find out where to focus our development efforts and what contributes most to performance." In other news, Wolff has been vocal about various issues in Formula One, including criticizing Red Bull's pit stop strategies, highlighting the dangerous nature of their unsafe releases. He also hinted positively about George Russell's future, praising him recently. As the season unfolds, these storylines promise to keep fans on the edge of their seats. And just like that, the drama of F1 continues. Stay tuned for our next video for more insights and highlights from the thrilling world of racing. As we approach the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix, rumor has it that Jack Doohan's position at Alpine might be hanging by a thread. Speculation has been swirling since the beginning of the F1 2025 season, suggesting Doohan only secured his seat for the first 6 races. Now, with the spotlight on him, all eyes will be on how he performs in the upcoming weeks. Speaking of performances, let's take a look at his recent outing in Miami. Unfortunately for Doohan, the weekend was far from smooth sailing. Despite showcasing promising speed during qualifying, where he even out-qualified his teammate Pierre Gasly for the first time, his race went south almost immediately. After lining up in 14th place, a collision with Liam Lawson at Turn 1 ended his race before it truly began, resulting in his second first-lap retirement in just 6 races. After the race, Doohan expressed his frustration to the media. He mentioned being squeezed into Turn 1, leading to unavoidable contact. "It was disappointing," he said, "but there wasn't much I could do." His humble reflection on the incident shows that he's not one to shift blame, yet he knows these challenges greatly affect his standing within the team. Compounding the disappointment, Alpine quickly canceled a scheduled media session with team boss Oliver Oakes right after the race, raising further eyebrows surrounding Doohan's future. With only 1 scored point across 10 race starts, it's clear that not just Doohan has had a tough season, but the entire Alpine team has struggled to perform. As the tension rises, discussions about potential replacements are intensifying. Currently, Doohan finds himself in a group of 4 drivers who have yet to score any points this season. Intriguingly, 2 drivers from the team's reserve pool are being eyed as possible substitutes. Franco Colapinto and Paul Aron are both in the mix, and rumors are growing stronger. Just recently, Paul Aron was spotted in the Alpine garage, teasing fans with a post captioned, "Soon." However, it was quickly deleted, likely due to an erroneous caption. Still, this has only fueled the speculation. The rules for F1 2025 require teams to give rookie drivers 4 practice sessions, and with the clock ticking, Aron is expected to make an appearance in an FP1 session for Alpine soon. Meanwhile, Colapinto has participated in too many race weekends to be eligible for those outings. Oaks, when asked about Doohan and the mounting speculation, acknowledged the current situation but left the door ajar for a potential change. "As it is today, Jack is our driver along with Pierre," he stated. Yet, in Formula One, things can change in the blink of an eye. As we stand on the cusp of the European season, will Jack Doohan rise up and secure his seat, or will he find himself replaced? Only time will tell, and we can't wait to see how this drama unfolds. Stay tuned for more updates as we follow the Imola Grand Prix and beyond. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think will happen to Jack Doohan? As speculation continues around Franco Colapinto's potential debut, it seems that fans of the Argentine driver are eagerly anticipating his return to the F1 grid, potentially at Imola. A slip-up from a sponsor during an interview hinted that Colapinto might get the call sooner than expected. Despite this buzz, Alpine team officials insist it's merely noise, emphasizing that Jack Doohan must continue to prove himself. Doohan's recent performance didn't go as planned during the Miami Grand Prix, where a team error cost him valuable time and pushed him down to a disappointing 17th place. His frustration was palpable over the radio as he expressed dissatisfaction with how the situation was handled. With the Imola Grand Prix just around the corner, Doohan is channeling his energy into preparation. Note, he's focused on working at the factory and on the simulator to hone his skills for upcoming races. He stated, "It's a good time now to reset, although I feel like I haven't really done much driving." As the race weekend approaches, fans and team officials alike will be keeping a close eye on the developments around both drivers. The tension, speculation, and pressure are all part of the thrilling drama that is Formula One. Will Franco Colapinto get the opportunity to step in, or will Jack Doohan cement his spot with strong performances? Stay tuned for more updates as we follow the Imola Grand Prix and beyond. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think will happen to Jack Doohan?